Hi, this is Greg Hague. Have you ever heard about the Rockefeller Habits or the Rockefeller strategies? I'd like to share those with you because if you're building a real estate business, and everyone in real estate, anyone who lives and sells real estate, should be thinking about building a real estate business, then these are the 4 keys to the way you want to think about not just listing and selling real estate, but how to turn that into a scalable business that sets you free. So the 4 are people, strategy, execution, and cash. People, strategy, execution, and cash. You want to remember those 4 things. And they would apply to building a real estate business or any kind of business. So first of all, people. That goes without saying that you, like Good to Great by Jim Collins, you need the right people on the bus. But it goes beyond that. You need people who not only can do the job, but you need people who work well, interface well. Even if it's just your first person, your first listing partner, your first buyer partner, you need to really take the time to make sure they are as perfect a match as you can possibly do. It is so key to have the right people. The next one, and this is where most people, at least in real estate, most realtors I think really miss, and that is strategy. Your strategy cannot be what everybody else does. I say that again, your strategy cannot be what everybody else does. You need to think of a strategy, something different than anyone else. And I know I've developed many of those over the years. When I first started selling real estate, I have videos on how I had, my first strategy was make every agent your listing agent. And that was just phenomenal. I mean, it allowed me to list my next 10 homes in a row. And my next major strategy was my 29-day fast sale formula. And I've totally improved that over the years and now teach that all over the country. But even back like 20, 25 years ago, that was like a really good strategy. It totally set me apart in home sellers' minds. And then I had my 990 opportunity. Well, I built a whole company with 121 offices and 4,000 agents on that. And I had my private home marketing plan that launched me into the luxury home market. And so I've had all these very, very, very different strategies that were all designed to accomplish one thing in real estate. And that is for when a home seller saw my strategy, when I explained my strategy to a home seller, they looked at it and they said, wow, that's so much better than what other people are doing to sell homes, so they listed with me. But that strategy is so important. The next thing is execution. So you got people, strategy, execution. Execution is about, once you have a strategy, how do you present it? How do you implement it? Having everything just perfectly dialed in. Your execution like you're an engineer. Pretend you're an engineer and just make sure you dial in the execution of your strategy that way. And the last thing is cash. It is so important in building any business to realize that without cash, you can't do anything. So I'm always thinking every day, number one, managing cash. But here's the other thing that I think a lot of people in real estate and in business don't think about, and that is every single day, I think first thing, what can I do today that will drive in the most cash to my business, that will make the most sales and drive in the most cash? That, when you're an entrepreneur and you're just starting a business, that has to be one of the first things you think about, if not the very first thing you think about every morning. In terms of making your priorities, what can I do today that will drive in the cash I need to bring on the right people, have the time to develop and refine those right strategies, and make sure that I have the cash I need to execute them flawlessly. Once again, this is Greg Hague. Well, whether you're in real estate or business, I hope that helped. And if you're in real estate, come on over to realestatemaveriks.com, where we're writing the creative playbook on how you can win in real estate.